welcome to another amazing night of Awakening America. It's your host, Jersey Boy Omar Redamar. Tonight we have a different format completely. We're gonna be celebrating tonight. We're celebrating. We're gonna bring some information and we're gonna share some testimonies and stories of how the impact of an amazing woman has touched so many lives, has contributed to the growth of so many people all over the world, and not just in America, but in every country that they ever stepped, every country that they impact. And as Jennifer was saying a little while ago, we were talking. And first off, I want to thank God for being here tonight. And I want to thank her for being here and letting me be here with her. But she was saying that once we finish our mission in this place called world, that's it. We finished our mission, what we were called to do, and then God calls us. So tonight we celebrate in honor of the first lady of the company that we so affiliated with, Mrs. Bianca Lisonbee, who we know has touched so many lives, has touched mine, has touched people who maybe you just started a few days ago, maybe you started a year ago, maybe you've been here 10, 20 years, and it's in a certain way you have been impacted by this amazing human being. She's a mom, philanthropist, missionary. She's an incredible wife to David, obviously, the CEO and founder. But overall, she was kind of like a big mom figure for us. And tonight we're going to share some stories, how she's remembered, and how that legacy of service is going to go beyond generations and generations to come. So, welcome. I want to see who's here for the first time. If you're ever on here and on Awakening America, if you're ever the first time, because I see a lot of names. I see different names out there and new peeps. So, glad to see that. Glad to be part of this. As we were, oh my God, I see some of my favorite peeps. But first off, Goose Chavez, if you're driving, please keep your eyes on the road, man. We wanna see you and hug you at convention. So big shout out to Claudia, big rock star over there. Look at that beautiful smile. Betty Lopez, oh my God, transformed girl, completely 360, physically, mentally, spiritually, amazing human being. And we got there. Ivan Araiza, Virgen Gonzalez, Gladys Montana, all of you amazing rock stars. One thing I would ask, if you can, if you feel comfortable, turn on your camera. Let us see your smile. Let us enjoy your smile so we can be here all together at once. Gladys, hey. I see a lot of people. It's your first time on here tonight, and we're gonna here celebrate together. And what are we celebrating? The life of an amazing person. And we're going to be celebrating also that you're here. So big shout out to all of you. We just saw Gabby Daughtry just hopped on right now. So we have tonight. We're gonna be doing some random picks. But if you notice that first video, if you just hopped on when it was showing memories of their processes, and actually it said 15 years, but it's actually 25 years of process, 25 years of growth, 25 years of impact, of service, of missions, and the hundreds, if not millions of lives that had been impacted through one dream, through one purpose and one mission. And that was to serve the world, to make this world a better place through service. So I want my upline, my mentor, and I can call her anytime. She's like my best buddy at any time. But the first lady of our team, Mrs. Jennifer Martinez, to join on tonight, the conversation. And let's kind of like dig through what's has been your experience as well. It has been, I know, it's heartfelt for many of us. It's kind of it's crazy, but it's also full of a lot of experiences. And can you just tell us a little bit about yours? And we're going to be picking some people here tonight to share also part of their stories.
Yes, well, good evening. Good evening, Omar. Good evening, everyone. Um, what a beautiful day. What a beautiful day because we all this morning woke up. We're here. And I think that is something that we have to be thankful for every single day. Today, I know we had a normal meeting, but we decided to honor our founder. I've been in For Life Omar since I was 24 years old. I started For Life. I am 43 today. I turned 43 last week. I've been in For Life for quite a while. I saw Bianca when when I started For Life, and now it really touched me. It really touched me. But you know, Omar, there's something that I will always remember of Bianca, and it's her humility. It's who she was. She had everything, but she would never change who she was. It's backwards. She kept receiving and she kept giving. That's why she kept receiving, and they keep receiving because they have that they give. And when you know how to give in life, God blesses you immensely. And one thing that I learned from her was never change who you are. The higher you get, the more humble you have to be. I got to meet her in person, Omar. It it was amazing. I met her the first time it was in Miami at a President's Club event. Then I saw her in Hawaii, New Zealand. I have a couple of pictures with her. The trip that touched me the most was Brazil. They had been away for a mission, her and Dave, and the company was walking around with two bulletin boards of David and Bianca because we had no idea that we were going to be able to see David and Bianca, and Gabby knows. When we got to this place, which I cannot remember, we had no idea that David and Bianca were going to be there. We're all thinking and seeing, you know, the boards that the cutouts of them. When all of a sudden when we get there, the two people that greet us is David and Bianca. They were more happier to see us than I think we were to see them. It's crazy the humility these people have. Um, and it hurts, yes, that she's no longer here. And I still haven't, how do you say, like, it hasn't
Process.
hit me, process it yet. It will. And but today we're here to honor a legacy. And what's a legacy, Omar? It's something that you leave after you are no longer here. And today I say to all, what legacy will you leave when you are no longer here? Bianca left us a legacy, and it's up to us to continue it. And I really want tonight to be a night of remembering her, who she was, and how she impacted each one of our lives. Because that's what this is about, Omar. Today is not a business opportunity meeting. It's about giving honor to the woman who, thanks to her, my life completely changed. If it wasn't for the decision that David and Bianca did, we would not be here. So I know Gabriella can also talk about that, of how our life went from zero to where we're at today for just one decision that this woman, if you guys see the video, Omar, where she says when Dave wanted to give up on the company, she said, no, no, if I have to go to the corner and sell this product, I'm gonna do it. That's a woman, like they say in Spanish, with pants, with this energy inside, because she said no. And that should be an example to all of us that in this business, when things don't go the way that we want them to go, we shouldn't give up. We need to keep going forward. We need to, if she would have given up, I would have still been working at the veterinary office where I worked miserable, sad, and depressed. But today I got time with my kids, my family, and I'm able to help other people thanks to the decision that David and Bianca did years ago. And we're all here today because of that. And that's what we want to honor today, Omar. So let's start bringing a couple of people on. Let's talk about her. I want to be showing some pictures of Bianca so you guys to see. You guys that are new, that don't know who she really was, I want you to see who she is behind these couple of pictures that we have while we're talking. So Omar, go ahead and I'll be putting some pictures up while people are talking so you guys can see who Bianca was.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much for that. One of the words that really stands out that I've taken for me, for myself as a man, but she's a woman that has impacted me in such a way is resilience. You know, being so resilient to saying, we're going to make this happen no matter what. Like they put their mortgage, their house, they put their mortgage on risk to make this work. She said, if like Jennifer was saying, if I have to to stand in each corner and sell these things, we're gonna make this happen. And that's one of the things that we have to. That's an attitude we have to, take for our own. That's a mindset that we have to really, deepen and say, I'm gonna make this work no matter what. You see how those as founders, they could have easily said, let's just find people who could just spread it out there, do the lean back, and that's it. No, no, no. They set an example. Having her saying those words, doing so, and where there's, there were videos where she was actually showing the transfer factors in her homes and stuff like that. Like, they didn't have to do that, and seeing her heart of service, where she had a dream of going and impacting the world, stopping child poverty, and stopping all this illiteracy that was going on. They started with La Casa Rosada in Dominican Republic. They kept on going. They went to Philippines, to Manila. They started going all over the world. Here in America, they have one of the biggest foundations that making a huge impact is Foundation for Life. That's her baby. That's her dream coming true. That's why when Jennifer said, sometimes when we're called to something and our mission is fulfilled, that's it. That's when we no longer need to be here because our mission is fulfilled. She did that and beyond. She did that and way more. Like, she didn't just fulfill her dreams. No, no, no. She made such an impact that no matter how long it's gonna be, she's gonna be remembered. And that is a legacy. So tonight we're gonna be picking some amazing rock stars who, by the way, they weren't warned. Nobody was really noticed. We're just gonna make this happen because we know that the story they can bring in regards of how they saw her or how she probably impacted their lives is going to touch anybody on here tonight. Whether you're here for the first time, whether you sign up tonight and you're like, okay, who was Bianca Lisonbee? You're going to find out. And if you've been here for years, it's still going to touch you. So I don't know if we want to start with our top mentor leader, female leader, Gabby Daughtry. I don't know if she's okay. She wants to say some words. Are you okay with that?
Yes, I am. I can't guarantee that I won't get emotional, but yes, I would love to share. Um, uh, you know, we knew she was sick. We were told in August, and the Golds and Platinums received an email, and we didn't know how sick she was. We didn't know the gravity, the how bad she was. We just were told to please pray for her, and we sent her a small video, and she was in my mind constantly, and I even had a dream about her a couple of weeks ago, and she had a way to make you feel loved and wanted, and it didn't matter who you were. It didn't matter if you just joined the company or you were a platinum. She just had this way of loving you and making you feel like the most special person. And we are planning on going to the funeral, and we can't make it on Friday because Dave is flying in from Brazil earlier than expected, but we just have to be there for her funeral at least. And she is a big pillar. And I think all of you agree that it won't be the same without Bianca at our trips and our events and our conventions, but we have to honor her through the foundation. And we seem to talk about it and be aware of it at convention, but we really don't talk about it at our meetings. And we need to. We need to blow it up. And she was so proud of our foundation. And let me tell you a quick story. We went to India for the India convention. Gosh, it's probably been about 10 years ago. And if you've seen Slumdog Millionaire, it's a perfect example of what goes on in India. You see these little kids coming up to the window in your car, and they're carrying another baby with them. And the money isn't going to them. It's going to their horrible caretakers. So Bianca developed, she has a foundation in India where women can safely surrender their babies to this orphanage where a woman takes them in. And most of the girls are little baby girls. They're baby girls because in India, they're not as, their mentality is they're not as cherished and valuable as men, as boys. And so, we could save a life. If you think about it, we could save a life when we donate to the foundation. We can change a person's life unknowingly. It doesn't matter what the amount is we give. And we met some of the young ladies that were now, teenagers, and they talked about how they were little girls and they were given an opportunity to not be on the street and be subject to having a life with a horrible person that made them go out and get money for them. Through this foundation, we're able to give that girl, that baby that grows up to be a young woman, hope and education. And this is what her legacy is about. It's not about money. It's about giving hope to everyone that, whether the circumstances are in that part of the country. And as Omar's sharing, I think it's Omar, the difference that Bianca set the example, painting the walls. She doesn't have to do this, but she wanted to do this. She was she wanted to help. She wanted to, and she had the funniest sense of humor. She was funny and she was so humble. And, it's the world lost a valuable person, but having gained an angel. I'm sure most of you probably saw Bianca if you've been to conventions, but she was very special. And I remember going up to her when we went to Kabul, and I asked her, what the next projects would be for Foundation for Life. And she mentioned that she wanted to do a cookbook. And it would be nice if we would contribute, a recipe, whether it's a For Life recipe using our products or something healthy. And I told her, you know what? That's a great idea. And that's something I wanted to talk to you about, because there's so many things that we can do for the foundation, and our distributors from all over the world can participate and take pride in knowing that their recipe was in that book. And we could sell it either digitally for the foundation to make money for it. Another idea, I actually didn't get to share with her, but I shared it with one of her close assistants, is having our children draw a greeting card like "Get well soon" or "Happy birthday" or something like that. And then we could sell them, that art on a card once it's printed. We could sell them at convention in packs of 12, and that would make money for the foundation. Or even those bags you buy at TJ Maxx, something like that with art on it, the foundation art or something. I mean, there's so many ways that we can share and get a little something so that people feel they're part of it. And the only reason why we would want a bag is so that when we go to the grocery store here in California, we're required to bring our own bag. And so, people will ask you, what is Foundation for Life? And it's another way of sharing our foundation through other people, just like they want us to donate our change. Every time we buy something here in California, they want to say, do you want to round up to our foundation? And, there's so many programs out there, but obviously our foundation, we know where the money goes. We know that it's for a very good cause, and it's not just for what Bianca has and David and Bianca have worldwide. It's our job to just take her legacy and just share it with everyone. So we love her. We miss her forever. It's just like Jennifer said, it's tragic, it's something we were not expecting, we saw her at convention and she looked fine, but sometimes we also need to take care of ourselves as women, as men. Sometimes we neglect to see the doctor every year. We make it 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and things like this happen. And there's another thing, remember to get at least a physical before or after your birthday, but make it the month of your birthday. That way you remember that you are due for a doctor visit. And just know that we love and cherish you like family, every one of you, because you are family. And it's Bianca saw you as family, and she always had something amazing to say. And let me just share one last story. I was going through some personal issues about a year and a half ago, and she was aware of it. And she sent me this cheesecake, and I didn't know it was from her and David Lisonbee, because it didn't come in a 4Life box. Okay, it came straight from the company that made the cheesecake. So at Cabo, she asked me, "Did you ever get a cheesecake?" And she asked me this because I never emailed to thank her. And I said, you know what? My kids had a cheesecake in the fridge, and I didn't know where it came from. But she was so sweet in sending this cheesecake and a note just basically saying, "I'm thinking a bit about you and I'm praying for you, and just know that we're here for you if you need anything." That's what she said that the note should have said. And that's the kind of person she is, and she was more than just a mentor. She was a friend, and I don't have very many real personal friends that know my life, but she was one of them. So let's honor her through the memories we have and through the foundation. Thank you. Love you.
Wow. Thank you so much, Gabriela. You said something that touched me. What can we all do to help Foundation for Life? And I think that we can all join forces. You can count on me for anything, Gabriela. Any ideas you have, I am available and I'm ready to do anything. We need to continue what she left. That's up to us. And I know Jenna will continue it as well. She was really there with her mom. But all of us together, we can really, really do something for Foundation for Life. Let's put our thinking caps and let's come up with an idea and let's go for it. I'm in. Count on me, 100%. Thank you.
That was powerful. Thank you, Gabby. That was amazing. Jennifer, one thing that stands out, if you notice, is how incredible of a person she always was. I Before we hopped on, I was telling Jennifer, right, this little guy here. We were at a meeting at last convention where Dave was speaking, and they were gonna let Jennifer speak. And in the back, in here quietly, are coming in, walking through, is Danny Lee with his wife, David, and Bianca. So I'm in the back and I peeped them and I'm like, you know what? I want to get a selfie. And I was just telling Jennifer a few minutes ago, like this touched me to a whole next level, because having Bianca say, "Hey, the Facebook guy. She doesn't even know my name. Like I don't even. She doesn't even need to. There's no. That's no. That's not the point. That she has recognized who I am. Like she'll recognize a platinum. She'll recognize somebody, and she'll recognize if you're just started, but she saw you in there, she'll recognize you. And that's the type of person that she was. And to me, that's something I take with me. And that was like my biggest. I was so pumped up to just hear her say, "Hey, look, that's the Facebook guy." And I know it might sound like, whatever, crazy or not, but for me, that was like, wow, the biggest thing ever happened because Bianca had that heart. The heart of, I see you a few times, or if I see you somewhere and I see you somewhere else, I'm gonna recognize you. Not everybody pays attention to the world like that. That
That's
makes a
right.
very, very distinct, human being. But she was a powerhouse. You go to conventions, you'll hear her. Yes, you need maybe 2 boxes of tissue because she's going to really make everybody cry with the way she projected and brought the message. But she was also energetic. She was a powerhouse. I remember at one convention, I'm not sure which one it was, she did the Dorothy from the Wizard of Oz. She had the red sandals and everything, and she was all, appearing some here. She came out of nowhere and appeared on stage. That was amazing.
It was.
Seeing her, how alive she was. She was just full of life, and she would walk the walk. Like she was a living heart. Her heart was just pouring out there. So I
Imagine now
know.
conventions coming up, Omar. What about if we move as many people as we can in her memory and to be there for Dave, Lisonbee, and all his family? What more of a gift can we give all the Lisonbee family and the For Life team, the corporate office, by us being present at next convention? And the day they open up that registration, we break record of registering people for convention. I think we're 70 people on this call tonight, Omar, and I get goosebumps. Okay. It was 8:20 when I logged into Zoom to fix my camera. We already had 13 people waiting. That's never happened. Okay. That's so you could see the impact that Bianca had on all of us. That is amazing. I sent Omar a message. I said, there's now 16 people waiting to enter the Zoom, and it was only 8:30. And the Zoom didn't even open till 9. Okay, that's the legacy she left. Everybody misses her. We all miss her. But like I said, we got to do it. We got to do Foundation for Life. We got to be at convention. We got to do this. We have to make sure that what Bianca did, we continue it. But tonight, Omar, what do you think if we bring somebody else that I know um wants to say something, and it's our girl Claudia. Let me look for her here really quick. Claudia, I think you're gonna mute yourself. I
I'm
gotta
here.
find you.
Thank you. I'm here. I'm here.
I'm trying to find you so I can put the camera on, but I can't find you. Let me see where you're at, Claudia. Give me one
Oh, she's
second.
up
Bingo.
there.
Sorry.
She had it
Back.
on.
Hi, I see you. I see you. I see you. Sorry. Okay, we're live. We're live. These things happen.
We've had a lot of emotional moments yesterday, the ones that were here. We managed it really well, Gabby. Thank you for that. It was great. So today I had a little more time to think about what I wanted to share, and I actually shared it on Facebook, and that's the memory I want to share today because not everybody's on my Facebook, obviously. And it was that I had the opportunity to go to Foundation for Life in Colombia in March. And there's two things about this that not a lot of people went. And when we got to the actual the convention, people said, "Oh, I didn't know that there was a foundation trip. How did you find out?" So first, I'm going to create the awareness. I said, I was on the Instagram page and it said sign up. Oh, I didn't know we had an Instagram page for Foundation for Life. So the first thing I just posted on the chat, is for everybody to be on the Foundation for Life page, because that was the biggest thing. We had a few golds, we had one platinum, and there was less than 200 people. What a difference it would have made if there had been 500 or 1,000 people. But that was what happened, that a lot of people said, I had no idea. So let's get really vocal about, Foundation for Life, Instagram, Facebook, everything. Share. Let's share. But I will tell you the memory that I have. And first I thought of how blessed I was. I was like, wow, I got to be with her on my own. I got to take two pictures and speak to her and have lunch with her and all of this. And then I stopped thinking about me and all the great things that I got to do with her. And I remembered a picture that I captured. And that was the one I posted today. And it was so good because it was a really bad neighborhood in Bogota, really dangerous, which, you know, they don't have to be there. We're already there, right? But they were there for 2 days. But here's the special part. She actually went to a little store and she got these candy. I'm going to try and show you guys the picture. And she got this bag of candy. And I was just looking at her because I kept looking at her like I just wanted to see what she thinks she did. And I'm going to share with you guys the picture because it was so special. And that's really what I wanted to share because that was the moment I said that was what Bianca was. So I'm just going to go here to my picture, see cover photo. Okay. So I want you all to see her, and I want you that there was a lot more kids after that. But I'm just going to make it a little bigger. And so she's got her bag and she's handing something. So then after I took the picture, I went and found out that she had gone to a little store up there in this neighborhood. And I'll read what I said, so that way it might be just easier because it's exactly what I want to say. I said, the day I took this picture, I thought of how much I wanted to capture the moment. We were all so busy trying to finish up our work with the walls and the park, and as always, she stopped and got some toys and candy for the kids of the neighborhood. And they all flocked to her, and I remember seeing her smile, handing out to each of them some little thing so that they would smile. So this is what Bianca represented, a smile in a child's face. I am honored to have been able to spend those 2 days with her in March, and I vow that her legacy will continue. So I really have not a lot more to say than that, which is she was always about the little things. It was more not only what other people could do, it was that little candy and that little thing that she was able to give to get that child to smile at her. And I will never forget that moment because that really just represented what Bianca is. So thank you, Jennifer.
Wow. Wow, Claudia, thank you for sharing that. That's beautiful. I told you guys when we talked about humility, being humble, she's the perfect example. I saw that and it really touched me. It really touched me. I wish I would have had like the time like Gabriela, that closeness with her like that. The few times that I spoke with her, it was just like she's so pure, like loving, and as you felt it, like when you feel when somebody's real and they're not, and somebody's not, you felt it. It's something that came out of her that you felt it. You felt that loving care, and I thank you, Claudia, for sharing that. Thank you so much, Claudia. And Omar, I'm not sure if anybody else, maybe we could go and ask who would like to share a moment that they had with Bianca, because I know some people here took pictures with her in convention, met her at conventions. If you are, yeah, let us know. Let me go ahead and put you on really quick. And I have here Evelise. I'm gonna go ahead and unmute you. Give me 1 second. Let me see how I can do this. I'm sorry, it's because I have people coming in at the same time. Let me put down my chat. Okay. Okay. Okay, Evelise.
Okay. I want to let my picture. I don't want to see my face because I've been crying a little bit too.
It's okay.
Okay, I want to try my best. I was at the convention in Utah, the last convention. That was my first one. And I can forget that voice of her because she was so sweet. She always so calm and so in the same time so happy, as Mar said, because you see her dressed like an actress. She was amazing. And the thing that more touched us, my sister Nancy was with me. We had the opportunity to meet Claudia in person too, and so many people there. But I remember a special meeting that we had with Dave and Gabby and other member of the team. And I remember when they show in the meeting, they went to the meeting, like they crashed in the meeting. It was so amazing to see them, how humble both of them are. And I remember my sister, I don't have the picture now, but I remember my sister tried to make a picture, when you're moving and you turn the back because you want to see, make them selfish without talk to them, because you don't expecting them, they're going to stop for you, They are busy. They try to do the impression for the new people and the meeting and share with us. And they turn around, both of them, and they open the hands like they are in the picture with us, and we got crushed with that. Those people are like they don't know level for them. They are with you in the beginning, and they are with you in the door. They are with you when you leave the building, and it's something that you don't see. I, being in another company, I had the opportunity to make marketing in another company, and they are not humble. They're just business people. And to be close to them, you have to be in the top level if you got lucky. For them, they had to be told that like you have to separate them because we are with him, and they coming to you. You don't have to ask them. They coming to you. They can see your face that you want to be close, and they go close to you. So for me, it's special. I know I am in the right place. I know this is the right company. And for me, is my calling, because I asked for this opportunity. I pray for being this opportunity. And I know I have a feeling that I can know, I can believe it, that is happening. But as you said, we had to do this for them. We have to speak every single day for anything they move around us, because they need us, even when they don't know. And we have to do this. We're going to touch the 3 million people before the time. And I know them because I won't stop talking until we made it. And this is a promise. No matter what, how many people tell me that I'm wrong, that I'm just losing my time.
No,
I know it's
you're not.
not. I know it's not. So those people that didn't have the opportunity to see her, we're gonna feel it. Every time you talk to somebody, you're gonna feel her. Because it's this company, this product, this opportunity is half her heart, both of them. Thank you.
Wow, 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 wow. This, Omar, this goes to show you that this is the legacy. This is what Bianca left us. This love that it's hard to still like imagine that, next convention we go, we're not going to see her there. I don't know how I'm going to be, because I just can't imagine it. But we have to be there. And hearing Elise talk, wow, this is why we do this. This is why we do this. And Elise, continue. Don't give up. It doesn't matter what anybody says. Continue. And now we have even a higher purpose to do this, and it's to continue what she left. Um, I am beyond words, Omar. I'm not sure if somebody else has something they want to say. Where please raise your hands. We will go ahead and let you talk. We want everybody to know.
Saw that I don't know if she was gonna raise her hand or not, but I saw Geraldine, which she was her first experience too, who recently went to convention. I think it was the first convention. I don't know
Is
if
she
she's
here?
okay to speak.
Also, Dan Rojas sent us a message, Omar. If you want to read that really quick.
Yeah,
Dan
absolutely.
Rojas was not available. He was not able to make it tonight. He had another commitment, but he has a message that he wanted us to read. Omar, if you want to go ahead and read that now.
So this is from behalf of Dan Rojas from Florida, and his words are powerful. But this is how you can see the impact of a person that he never even met, never saw her actually. Even though I never had the honor to meet, Bianca personally, I feel like I know her. Her heart of service, her contagious love for others is embedded in the mission and the vision of this amazing company and Foundation for Life. This past summer, I had the honor to see the impact that Bianca had through the Foundation for Life in the eyes of hundreds of children and single moms while serving on the Esther Outreach Back to School event. Also, simply by being around some of the people that she has had influence, her beautiful spirit is almost palpable. You can feel it. May her legacy will live on in the hearts of the millions of families that her message, together building people, will touch through our leaders and associates around the world. To the Lisonbee family, thank you for sharing her with us. Today, we mourn the loss of a beautiful human being, a strong visionary woman with a heart as big as the world, but heaven celebrate and receive an angel. On behalf of the Rojas family, our deepest condolences. May God give you peace and comfort in this difficult time. Our thoughts and prayers are with you. That's
Wow.
amazing.
Beautiful
We
message from
never
Dan.
met them personally, but he was so impacted by that. And I believe in a certain way, when you're aligned to a calling, you're aligned to a purpose, and you find a company like Full Life that is just so cemented in principles and values and it's just in service in that calling, you feel that you're part of not just a company, you're part of a family. And that's one of the main things that Bianca had that stood out. She made you feel like a family, like Gabby was saying. She'll make you feel important. She had that, and that's why I had to mention that about her saying that, oh, the Facebook guy. Not because it's a big deal because of me, it's because I am so little. She still noticed me. But look at those details, sending a cheesecake, recognizing, and even through Foundation for Life and even through the company, being able to impact people who never even met her in person. So that goes to show you where we at. It's not just about making money. Yeah, the money's great when it comes. It's about the impact. It's about the legacy. How do you want to be remembered when you're no longer here? What do you want your kids, your grandkids to say about you? What do you want others to say about you? How will others remember you? Is it that person who just went there, made money? Or if you see the example of Gabby Daughtry, platinum, like they have traveled every single country, almost every country in this world. But the heart, you see the heart. You see our First Lady, Jennifer, the heart. Like you see Jennifer there, but she is trying her best to hold the posture. And I know her because she has that heart that just flows. These are the people that are around us. Our mentors, our leaders, are people that when you hear them, you really feel them, and they look for the best of you, not because they want you to just make money. No, it's one because they want you to be an agent of change, a change maker, and a person who can impact others through growth, through discipline, through service, through however you can. Because at the end of the day, sometimes people say, "Well, money's not that important." I can trust me. I can assure you, if you had more money, you could do a bigger impact if it's in your heart. So that I know we have somebody else, I think.
Tonight we were supposed to have Helena on. I don't know if she's on. She wants to say something. She was on schedule tonight. If she wants to share something really quick, before we end the night. I'm not sure if she's on. Helena. No, she's here.
Yes, thank you. Sorry that we're having a meeting also for live meeting over here too. So, but I didn't want to miss it. And I just want to say that, he was the kind of person that she knew who she was. She recognized herself as that she was the love and she was the light for the world. And so she has a great legacy for the world. So we have to celebrate her life for the rest of our lives because she was an extraordinary person, and I met it a couple times, and I follow her all the time. So I know, and I advocate for women, and I think I always quote her and in front of my group of women, the women's group, that she was somebody to follow, somebody to look after and look up and be someone that can impact and influence the world. So I thank the Lord for her presence with whatever was in my life and the life that everyone else is just the biggest blessing we had and for life. So I thank you, God, for having her. Yes,
Wow.
thank you.
Thank you so much, Helena. And yes, Omar, I'm being very strong. Yesterday was a really tough day for me, really tough. Me and my husband came in the room crying, and I thought, like, what's going on? And it made me reflect so much, Omar. Sometimes you have so many blessings, Omar, and you don't realize it. And yesterday I started thinking, I'm like, wow, where would my life be? Where would Jennifer be if it wasn't for this? Where would my kids be? I wouldn't be able to offer them what I can offer them today. And I thank God for Bianca, because the worst moment of our life, this opportunity came. It saved everything. It saved my marriage. It saved everything. I was able to be with my son in his hardest moments. Working, I wasn't going to be able to have that. But thanks to this, I am able to. And we're all strong until one moment, right? And I'm thankful. And I take this personal. I will make sure that what she left us, I'm going to continue it. It doesn't matter if sometimes things don't look the way they used to. We're all humans. We have our ups, we have our downs. But once we don't fall, we're fine. And even if we do, it's a matter of getting up. If at least your story really touched them. It really did, because I was there. I was there. You said that people tell you things. Don't listen. Don't listen. Because maybe many people told Bianca and David that this wasn't going to work. And look at us today. I think it's been a beautiful night, Omar. I know it's almost late. And if anybody else wants to say something really quick, we're more than open to hearing them. If not, then Omar, if you want to close, I have a beautiful picture that I don't have social media, but my husband showed it to me today. And by the way, for all of you guys, Matt, I think it's his name, right? Matt, posted the funeral. For those of you who are able to attend, if you live anywhere near Utah and are able to drive up there, I think that is something that's amazing if you can do it. Oh, cool winter. Yeah, I'll open the mic right now for you. For those of you that are able to make it, it'll be awesome. For those of you that can't make it to convention. Make it to convention, and let's make a big, big impact for David Lisonbee. They need us now more than ever, and convention is going to be the marking point.
It's the best way to honor them, to be there, be present. Absolutely. I think we got Kawinder.
Kawinder. So let me go ahead and ask Kawinder to unmute herself, and let me go ahead and put her on. Kawinder.
Hi, good evening, everybody. This is really heartbroken thing. I'm working yesterday, my phone is not working. All of a sudden, 9 o'clock, all the nurses became on station. When I open my phone, I'm reading your RIP prayers, and I get panic. What happened? And even I write like, what happened? And what, like, two things, like I get and met, I gonna say, like when me and Claudia joined, like first time 2015, we go on convention, and they would share story, like how this product came in. And what Bianca said, that words until today, doesn't matter what level I am, it's like always as a mother in my ears. And the second time, like a quick, like a meeting, we are living on the same floor when it's Atlanta convention. Claudia and them, they told me, go and press the elevator because you are ready. I come in the front of elevator, even I didn't know they have a security guards. And the security guards front of elevators, I'm coming in the front of elevator. The security guards are not going in elevator. I didn't know why. I didn't know that part. All of a sudden, Bianca came out and they wanna run in an elevator. I wanna take a picture, selfie. Like they didn't like they are not letting me, but I jump in an elevator like very quickly. And I wanna still like in my phone like this. Bianca said, okay, do it. I did my selfie. I have on Facebook, maybe today or tomorrow, I write a story. And then after, like, I go with them in the elevator, they are finding me where I am, and phone is not working. Then I said, I came with Bianca downstairs. They said, huh? And we are living on a same floor. And I heard so many stories from Dave and Dave Daughtry family, everything. And today, how much time I get on work, I read like people's like inspirations, like a Bianca and David, like how I finding it's a God-given gift. Everybody have a transfer factor. And how they light this vision. It's a blessing by itself. And look at their slogan, together building people. If like as a mothers, fathers, who is like they have a heart and the heart is beating, you can feel that vibration. This family, I don't have even word. I'm still like last night I sleep, but I'm like unsleepy. These things is like it's coming and going. I meet Gina. I didn't have it. Like I have a picture with his son, and it's a without reason. I'm sitting beside them. Like then I'm telling always Claudia, when gonna go on a presidential, they are bringing with the pen and stuff. I gonna tell one time, Bianca, I'm not hugging you because that time you refuse because of your security guard. Last night, that words in my head, oh my God, why I think this way? Maybe that's why I'm not anywhere. But always when I didn't know all of you we met personally, like that stories Claudia knows, I'm always saying like we are not quitting. Since like 2015, when we talk, we said like something is like still there. We are not quitting, but like doesn't matter how many hassles we need to do. This is the thing. We are like stick. And sometimes I don't know, like since yesterday I write what happened, then after all of a sudden Claudia messaged me, I get speechless. But other way, if like it's my thoughts, like the people we need here, we are not permanent. Our thoughts are. But like good people comes and goes, but they are always light for us, angels for us. And Bianca is one of that. Any picture or any moment you met or see or listen on YouTube, you will like see that shiny eyes there. If like that kind of me, maybe I lost one of my son, I have that kind of feelings and thoughts. And sometimes I'm saying it's a blessing. God give me a blessing to do whatever I want. I put on my mindset. Doesn't matter how much hassles, I'm not giving up. Like sometimes I'm relating myself to Bianca's story. I can stay in a corner. I can go whatever I need to do in the nighttime or work outside. I never like give up. I make a happen. And you guys all like this is like one like little part of that light. Doesn't matter how many years took us, but we wanna take their wisdom because this is God's wisdom. They find it. Dr. Sherwood Lawrence just create that like a fire charm, but they find it. Look at that, like how big part in that destination. I see like this thing like very closely, even like when I read Transfer Factor, Indian culture, we using a colostrum from so many years. Like I breastfed my kids. I didn't know the meaning of that. But since I came in for life, every single day, I'm opening my brain more for different ways. And I can say, doesn't matter how long it will take, but we are in a right boat and right bus. Bianca is always with us. Don't think like she left. She didn't left. The body left. Soul is all with us. If the way we are taking and looking, she's with us. I cried last night on work, but like now I'm saying like everybody, we need to celebrate any little memory you get. Doesn't matter. You're watching video, you heard here, you listen her story, that memory, she's with us. I felt always like people like this, my living life. We have to enjoy her life every single day, every single moment.
Wow. Thank you, Kawinder. Beautiful.
You're welcome.
It's so beautiful to see everybody. Kawinder, where you live at? Where are you right now?
In Canada.
Canada?
Awesome.
Yeah, her microphone.
She got muted.
Yeah.
In Toronto, I just finished my job. I just rushed to, I came in 124 state. Do you believe me?
Wow. Thank you, Kawinder, all the way
Yeah.
from Canada. Guys, Bianca's legacy has crossed borders. I mean, she's all the way in Canada. I'm in Florida. Omar's in Jersey. We have people from all different countries. Put it on the chat. Where are you guys on here from tonight? Where are you guys connected from? I want you guys to see this because this is how many people she has touched. Put it on the chat. Put the state, the country. Come on, guys. Let's put this chat. I want people to see Colombia, California. Put it on there. USA. I mean, put it on there so you guys can see. Look at this. Canada. Singapore. Oh my gosh. Singapore. Dallas, Texas. You guys, this is incredible. Look at the chat. Look at the chat. This is how Panama, how Bianca's legacy has spread. I got goosebumps. The UK. The UK. I mean, this is what you have to worry about. That when you're not here, your legacy goes around the world. Honduras. Look at that. Wow, guys. I want everybody, Omar, let's give a round of applause to the woman who we have to be thankful to, Bianca, and also David for everything they have done to us. Everybody just give them a round of applause.
And this is the English team, Jennifer. So look at that. I mean, wow. Can you imagine all the European teams, all the Africa teams, all the Asia teams? Like, wow, Jennifer, what a great exercise.
It's amazing. It's amazing. And I want to let Omar close the night. Omar has just always like these, I don't know, he's like a living poem, like a walking poem of poetry. You got a calling, Omar. You have that in you. And you know, I've always told you that. And she said you were the Facebook guy because everybody knows you. Everybody knows you, Omar. And that's why I want you to go ahead and close the night. And I'm gonna go ahead and when I saw this picture that my husband sent to me through WhatsApp, it really touched me because Bianca was a beautiful human being, inside and out. And this picture shows her. They picked the perfect picture for this because she looks so like her, pure. And while Omar closes the night, I'm gonna put the picture up. And I want to thank everybody for being on here tonight. But Omar, before we do that, we had said we already have things on our agenda, right? We're gonna make sure that we start promoting Foundation for Life. Okay, we're gonna make sure we start donating. There's an option, and I think it's still available because that's what I do. Like from your check, you can take out some money every month and put it towards Foundation for Life. Another thing, attend convention. Okay, we got to be there. We have to show up. And we're going to do that here, Omar, when the convention opens up. We're going to make sure, we're going to make a flyer. We're going to put it on the meetings because we're going to be there. We're going to be there for the Lisonbee family. We're going to be there for all of them. And then also, I was telling Omar something today. Did you guys, I said, Omar, the Accelerate program came out now. One of the dreams of the Lisonbees is to take this to many more families and to become $1 billion company. That was the dream. That is the dream. What about if we all get together? This month, we got to break record. We have to take the company and break record. And I think all of us, and I know Gabby knows, I think we can all join forces this month and do something extraordinary in memory of Bianca. So if you're on here tonight, it's up to you and me to make sure that we tell all of our teams, this is it. We're going to take For Life to another level. Bianca, wherever she's at, going to see, wow, what I did with Dave, look where we're at today. So Omar, go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and put the picture and end the night.
Wow, thank you everyone for being here. Thank you, Jennifer, for this amazing opportunity to honor this incredible human being. And just like we are right now closing, but with the smile, because of Bianca's smile that she left, the impact that she left in our hearts, she's right now, she's smiling at us, knowing that in this meeting, we're not just bringing her name up just for bringing it. We're actually remembering the impact she has in our lives, the impact she did in other people's lives all over the world, and the legacy she has left for us to continue. The path is still there. the steps are to follow, and the more lives to be touched. So we have now not just a responsibility, but a call to action to make this legacy continue for generations to come. That includes now touching more people, be committed to make things happen for convention, honoring them with our effort, with our resilience, with our non-quitting. We're gonna continue because we want her to look down here, smiling, and say thank you. And we're gonna always have her in our heart. So thank you guys for being here tonight. I'm honored to be part of this. I wouldn't say I challenge you, but I challenge you to let this make the biggest part of your life and really be so deep committed and resilient to make this world a better place through this legacy, through this opportunity, and through the power of, like she said, the power of together. God bless you all. Have an amazing one.
I'm gonna unmute the microphones. And anybody wants to say something about, like if Bianca was here today, I'm gonna let you guys go ahead. How can I unmute? Okay. Ask all to unmute and go ahead and tell Bianca anything you want to, guys. And thank you for being on here tonight.
And thank you guys for creating this moment so beautiful to honor her. Thank you.
Thank
Yes,
you.
She always will be in our hearts.
For everything.
Thank you for this.
Thank you, everyone.
We miss her.
Thank you, Bianca. God
Thank-
bless you.
Thank you, everyone. We are here to celebrating Bianca's wisdom and her foundation. We're gonna keep it up.
Yeah, and touch 3 million people. Thanks.
Yes, we will.
Number 10. Number 10.
Have an amazing one. God bless you all.
God bless you.
We can't do that without being filled with gratitude for you.
I'll never forget what Bianca did in that meeting. She stood up with great conviction and said, "We are not giving up. What we have to share is too important. If I have to sell Transfer Factor on the street corner, we will be successful."
Well, luckily we didn't have to sell our products on the street corner. The generosity of 4Life distributors continues to amaze me.
Para mí, esta pintura representa la conexión más alta en la vida, la conexión a nuestro Creador. Y yo creo firmemente que cada conexión importante y significativa en nuestra vida es solamente una expresión de esta conexión divina. Cuando algo que vemos, perdónenme, estoy conmovida.
Absolutely. It is always an inspiration to be with Juan and Dominique, to feel their excitement and enthusiasm for the future of 4Life. Thank you.
Thank you, Bianca.
You know, sometimes I like to ask people, what is in your future that you cannot yet see? Who's out there waiting for you to help them make their dreams come true? I tell them, don't let doubt and fear keep you from realizing that future. There's just too much at stake.
Well, that's absolutely right.
Tenemos un futuro brillante. Veo muchísima esperanza y diversión y cosas maravillosas en el futuro. Te creemos, confiamos en ti. Y queremos a ustedes, que ustedes estén ahí.
New destination, 2030.
Gracias.